Now let's find the vector PQ in the equation form. Now let's see. We need to find PQ, the vector that runs from P to Q, in this form. Now, just to make things a bit easier for you to understand, say if you have this vector P. So to find the vector OP, what do? How do you find it? Well, since the position of O, or the origin, is 0, 0, 0, and the vector P is just 2, 3. To find OP, what do? Simple. You subtract, right? So you get 2 minus 0 and 3 minus 0, right? That just gives you 2, 3, right? The vector. Now, simply what you need to do here is to convert this into an equation form. You write the x value with I and the y value with j. So similarly for Q, the vector OQ is equal to 6i minus 2j, right? Because 6 and minus 2. But these are with respect to the origin. We need to find PQ, and obviously PQ is equal to the vector OQ minus the vector OP. And just to clear it out how we got here, if you have this xy plane, the vector P is at 2, 3. So 2 on the x-axis, 3 on the y-axis. So let's just say this point is P, and Q is 6 on the x-axis and minus 2 on the y-axis. So this is Q, and this is the vector OP, this is the vector OQ, and this is the vector PQ, right? So as you can see, this is OP, this is PQ. So the vector PQ is equal to OP minus OQ. So this is how we got here. Now, this is what happened, right? Because OQ minus OP is equal to 2i plus 3j, which is OQ, 2i plus 3j minus OP, which is just a second, I mixed that up a little. Just a second. OQ is equal to 6i minus 2j, so 6i minus 2j minus OP, which is 2i plus 3j. Obviously, the terms with I will be subtracted and the terms with j will be subtracted. So 6 minus 2i and minus 2 minus 3j. That gives you 4i minus 5j. And in the non-equation form, this can be written down like this: 4 and minus 5. Okay? And similarly, in this question, you use the same technique. OQ minus OP, and that just gives you minus 1 minus 0i, because the x values of Q is minus 1 and the x value of P is 0. And minus 6 minus 5j. Minus 6 is the y value of Q, and 5 is the y value of P. So this is the final answer in equation form. And again, in the non-equation form, this can be written down like minus 1 and minus 11.